community ones.
And in that regard too, this was the third year in a row that we were able to give away $24,000. Wow. I think that is absolutely. Going into it, we were very nervous. The July storm, the economy, all of these things. We're thinking, oh, we're going to have a lot fewer people attending. We're going to have a lot fewer people spending. We were down $56 in our gross. Wow. Wow. And when you get up in the $30,000 range, 56 bucks isn't very much. And the attendance was down a bit, but not appreciably. And so the people are coming out in the community and joining us for this. The St. Paul paper had done a really cute article 2 weeks in advance. That Midwest section on the back of the St. Paul paper, they do a thing, and we had bought an ad, and that appeared the weekend of, so that was on Friday, the weekend of the fair. But they then did an article about us, like they do in their page there, and I'm passing that around, and they did just a delightful job with that. Okay, I'd like regional hospice. There you go. And
this money is what we use for our Catch a Dream program, and that's a wish that a person that's on hospice has for one last thing, an event with their family, or just something they've always wanted for themselves. And we've had 3 just in this last week that we've granted. And in fact, I'm delivering a picture to a person right now, and one of them was to Our Lady of Guadalupe Shrine. And it's not big things, and another one is a woman it'll be her birthday, and we were able to provide her with a trip to Bayfield. And it's things like that that really make it nice for these families. You know, they don't have good things going on at this time.
The Northwest Passage.
Yep, Northwest Passage. Northwest Passage, I'm not sure how many are familiar with it, but it's treatment programs for kids. And what the money's going towards is like a healthy living program. We do a lot of assessments for mental health, this and that, but we want to increase focus on the kids' physical health. Self-esteem, and then ongoing evaluation throughout their time when they're in the program. Purchasing additional exercise equipment, expanding their personal interests and hobbies, just to make them physically better too. So we thank you very much.
And the Alzheimer's.
We are setting up a website now for our program. This money will go to help pay for that. Also, we're still working on the early memory loss part of our program, where we can maybe add a day to our program. We would use this money for maybe helping pay for people's like a scholarship kind of thing for them to come if they can't afford to pay the fee that we charge. We have access to the Namakaga Transit now, which is very good because they will go to outlying areas like Voyager Village, Webb Lake, whatever, and pick up people. And they do charge a small fee, but that would go to help pay for that too, because we want to. We do serve all of Washburn County,
and Burnett County,
and some of Burnett County. So we go as far north as Minong. We go as far south as Birchwood. Yes, and we do have our program in Birchwood now. That's still struggling, but it's there. And we do have some people that come from our program go down there also, so we can help fund the transit for those people also.
Okay, Boy Scout troop.
That's you.
Thank you. This money will be going into what we call a JLTC fund. It's money that is set aside for the boys to go in to do junior leadership training. They'll go away for a weekend. They learn leadership skills, not only to use in the troop, but to use in life after. And that's where that money's going.
And now we have the Cub Scouts. Before they're Boy Scouts, they're Cub Scouts.
And I'm Bill Lindbergh with PAC 564 Cub Scouts. A couple weeks ago, we had what we call a fall recruitment, and we more than doubled our size. before the fall recruitment, we had 26 kids, now we got 55. So, and this money, we're gonna be used for the kids whose parents are like single income parents. That'll help them go to summer camp, and we'll be using that to purchase badges and pins for them. And I thank you very much for your donation.
And what age are the Cub Scouts?
This year, we just started, we have what's called Lion Cubs, so they're in kindergarten. So we're getting them early now. And they go from kindergarten all the way up to 5th grade. After 5th grade, we do what's called a crossover in February, and I hand them off to Theo.
And you get them.
I get them.
Okay.
And I would like to mention that the Cub Scouts, I didn't tell about them, but the Cub Scouts came to the Arts and Crafts show also and did our grounds cleanup. You know, they went and made sure that we were kept neat and tidy.
And then the ski club, this is both children and adults.
My name is Diane Gilbertson, and I'm representing the Cross Country Voyager Ski Club. And I'm glad you mentioned that we are with children, because we are an aging population here, as you all know. And we are trying to promote cross-country skiing for everyone, adults, and especially children as well. So part of the money that we're going to be using this for is for a clinic. Every year we have a clinic in January, and it's for non-members, all open to members of the community. It'll be especially welcome to children, so we can get them started in skiing as well. And then we'll also use the money for signage. Some of you have seen maybe these blue and white cross-country signs around the area. And we hope that the more signage we can put up will, again, make people more aware of our ski club and Voyager and our winter activities here. So thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate it.
And then we have the Larson Family Public Library, which you all know we have a beautiful new building in Webster. I'm there at least 3 times a week. I love it.
Thank you, darling. We're going to use, and I very much appreciate, this is the 3rd year in a row that I know of that Voyager Arts and Crafts Fair has helped us with our new building. We're going to use this money to outfit the meeting room. We have a nice big space and old tables. We don't have much in the way of chairs, so we're putting this money, all of this money, however much it is, towards outfitting our meeting room. The meeting room is open to anybody in the public. Just call Patty, our director, and if Alzheimer's would like to meet there, if any of the service organizations would like to meet in the library, we are open and welcome you. And you won't have to sit in the middle of the nonfiction section of the library anymore. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And then we have the Bookworms reading program, and we have 2 ladies here that are going to tell us, Karen and Marilyn.
And thank you so much for your contribution. They've been very generous over the years for our book program. I'm Karen Brooks, and to my right is Marilyn Quaker, who's our Burnett County Family Living Agent. And our program, well, actually we have an organization called Burnett County Home and Community Education, formerly Extension, if that helps you. And homemakers, and we have been involved in this program for 14 years. We read and distribute free books for the children in 4 sites. We have Hurdle Head Start, St. Croix, I should say, Head Start, Mina Copeland and Siren Head Start, and the 2 libraries, Webster and Grassburg. We read and give 8 books a year to over 100 children. And they're free. They get to take them home. They get a little book bag at the beginning of the year that they get to take their books home. And of course the books, Marilyn has some samples here, very appropriate age-appropriate books for children, and they love them. And when we walk in, and we have a couple men who read also, but they always say, the book ladies are here, the book ladies are here. And poor Buck just goes along with it. But it's a worthwhile program, and we do thank you so much for your contributions.
And we have the president here of Voyager Village, Elra. And we have 2 board members, Jim Thorson and Tom Heenan. So we'll take the whole crowd and our board. Girls in red. Help me.
We're very gracious that the Arts and Craft has supported us over the years. This year, we're hoping to take the money, and we did a renovation this spring of our pool and expanded our fitness area with hopes of expanding the hours not only to our members but to the public so they could utilize it more. And we're going to take some of this money and utilize it for new equipment in our fitness area that is needed, and potentially TV or something, so when the ski club can't be out skiing, they can work out inside and utilize the TV. We're also going to update in our restaurant some tabletops that we've been hiding behind some linens and papers for years, and that should help our environment and just help the organization overall. So very grateful and thank you, and we're glad to hear that year number 35 is still in the works.
Okay, we'll start over here.
My name is Jim Fisher. I'm with Webb Lake Fire Department and Webb Lake Area EMS organizations, and we're going to use the money for the fire department to replace a motor that we burn out during the storm of the century, and the tune of $1,800. We're going to need to replace that, and so this part of this money will go for that. And the EMS group is going to have to be recertified this year, and we have schooling expense. Plus, we have to pay for our own insurance now because we are state certified and we are our own entity. And so we're going to use this money to try to defray some of those costs. Okay. And we are very appreciative to the Arts and Craft because this is probably the 4th or 5th year that we've received a donation from them, and very happy.
And you were saying, you probably all three agree with this, receiving these funds means that you don't have to levy for these funds. It's,
right, exactly.
Helps the taxpayers.
Right, exactly.
All right. Okay.
I'm with Tom Haney with the Jackson Fire Department, and we requested the money to help defray some of the costs of replacing equipment damaged after the July 1st storm, and also to improve our ability to respond in the future. The money, it's important that we get money outside of the tax levy because that's limited, and we wouldn't be able to increase our ability to respond without that funding.
Okay.
Paul Kipping with the Scott Volunteer Fire Department, and we'll use these funds to improve our equipment. In particular, what we're doing is adding a hydraulic system to the drop tank on one of the trucks to make it work a little more efficient.
Okay. And just, I think everybody would agree here. Thank you, first responders. You guys do a great job. Yeah, right?
You can understand that we all work, even though we're separate organizations, right. We all work in concert, and that makes it our ability to respond much more enhanced because we're help the funding is helping.
You're working with each other as well.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's great.
Mutual aid is a big factor that works very well with our three organizations.
Right. I'm Darlene Hallberg, and I'm co-chairman of the Voyager Village Art and Craft Fair. And today we're having a press conference distributing $24,000, which was our profit from our Art and Craft Fair in September. And we are donating to different community organizations that applied. They're all nonprofit organizations that need money to carry on their activities. We also donate some money to Voyager Village because that's part of us, where we're from. So we try to give them some fringe benefits and keep our community going.
So over $24,000. How many agencies received funding?
I believe it was 18 today.
18. And that's especially needed now that the way the economy is and everything. A lot of municipalities and organizations are really stretched for dollars.
A lot of human service organizations are being cut. Their budgets are being cut. So an extra $1,000 or $2,000 will help them do some of the things they'd like to do.